Rev up and get ready for race day with Mission Foods. The world's best racers and tastiest products come together to make every race delicious. Fully loaded tacos, fast wraps, piled high nachos. Whatever you crave, Mission will help you be race ready with easy-to-make recipes that will take your race day to the finish line. Keep your racing delicious and enjoy all the mouth-watering action. Brought to you by Mission Foods. Too fast, too tasty.
Yes. Hon, the weather tech's here.
WeatherTech is the ultimate protection for your vehicle. Laser measured floor liners, no drill mud flaps, cargo liner, bump step, seat protector, and cup phone.
What about my car?
WeatherTech.
Hawk Performance packs 100 years of friction dynamics into every product. Backed by Carlisle Brake and Friction, the world's premier innovator of industrial brake and friction components, Hawk leverages R&D tools and motorsports experience to deliver uncompromising performance on the street. There's no reason to settle for less. Choose pads that are race-proven and street-legal. Find the Hawk Performance brake dealer near you at hawkperformance.com.
What does it mean to be built with Summit? It means you're hitting the autocross, drag strip, road course, trail, dirt, or open road with confidence. Because built with Summit means you're using parts from the top names in performance. Priced to make your project affordable. And it's all backed by trusted tech expertise and blazing fast shipping. Summit Racing Equipment. Let's build it together. SummitRacing.com.
And we are back high above the false grid here at Virginia International Raceway. Ralph Shaheen here with you, and joining me, Habir Das and True Such. Great to have you guys here with me. Welcome to the booth. You guys had eventful races earlier today, didn't you?
Yeah, we did. It was pretty eventful, especially for Drew over there.
Yeah. Drew, that really worked out well for you.
Yeah, thank you, Ralph. It was a pretty fun race. It was a tight one, but yeah, I'm just glad we were able to get it done. We started on pole and ended up winning the race. So
yeah. I had my shoes off earlier, was able to do the math here now. What, 25 points down, is that it?
Yeah, that's right.
With one race to go tomorrow, then two up at Barber.
Exactly, yep.
Okay, so we going new tires tomorrow, or what's the plan?
We don't have any new tires left because the whole field went to new tires for race one.
Okay.
So we'll be running our tires from qualifying. But
okay, all right. And these guys getting ready to roll out here, and if you think your points chase is tight, this one is frightening. The FR Formula Regional Americas Championship is as tight as we have it in any of our open wheel divisions as we get ready for their next race in the 2025 season. Titus Sherlock has really been on a charge, hasn't he, guys?
Yeah, he didn't have so much good luck at the beginning of the season, but he's been crawling back pretty quick here.
Yeah, he's 11.5 points behind the leader. And Bruno Ribeiro and Nicolas Ambiado, boy, they had a crazy weekend at Canadian Tire Motorsports Park.
Yeah, Bruno Ribeiro, one did not start and one retirement. It really hurt his championship chances. He's held on to the lead thanks to his phenomenal start to the season. But yeah, Titus is certainly looking to make a dent this race and tomorrow.
Yeah, and I believe the gap between Ribeiro and Ambiado is just 4 heading into this race here now. And, of course, they're fighting for a $100,000 check. Boy, that can do a lot to help you move to the next step.
Absolutely.
Yeah, $100,000 of any money, especially in racing, that goes a long way.
Yeah.
And Titus is coming in here pretty strong. He just swept the weekend at CMP.
Yep, sure did. He's been on that sweep streak thing going lately. All right, there you see the 22 of Jett Bowling, another driver who's had a decent year. He's had a win, as has Brady Golan. And they're both looking to maybe see if they can get in the top 3 in the points. Everybody behind the Janetta safety car.
You know, this is a good shot here, and I don't think anybody really expected this, but Christian Brooks on pole in the first race of, I believe this first race in FR this season.
Yeah. Yep. Running the Toney driver development, Ligier JSF3. He's a 3rd entry for the team out of Brownsburg, Indiana.
With Titus Sherlock right behind him.
And Brooks started in rallycross, so that's a much different pathway to open wheel racing than most guys take. I would say there's a pretty good bet that everybody else in the field came up through karting and then into the open wheel ladder system.
Yeah, pretty much everyone starts in karting and then moves up to National Series and then moves up into F4 and FR.
He ran F4 US in 2019, won 2 races, including one right here. Then he's ran USF 2000 in 2020 and got all the way to Indy Next in 2024. So he's got quite a few laps in a wide variety of open wheel machinery. So even though we haven't seen him here in Formula Regional Americas, he's no stranger to a high horsepower open wheel machine.
Certainly, it's been interesting to see how his talent has translated into the FR machine.
Yeah.
But you have to consider Titus. This is his 2nd year in these cars, and he's had plenty of good results to show for it. So it'll be interesting to see kind of, obviously I wouldn't say he's a rookie, but Titus certainly has more experience with this chassis.
Yeah. So one thing he's going to do here today that he didn't do in Indy Next was a standing start.
That's right.
That could be a little bit tricky too. Qualifying is one thing, standing starts are another, right, Javier?
Oh yeah, standing starts are a whole different level. I raced Spec MX-5 before this, and those rolling starts, they're completely different.
Yeah. There's a look at the field, all lined up, ready to go. Ribeiro right there in the 01. 2020, the 22 is Jett Bowling. The 80 is going to be Brady Golan. There you see the 46 as well, Connor Roberts. The 5 is Landon Matriano Lim in the back. Watching the lights. Get ready. We're racing here at Virginia International Raceway.
Titus Sherlock slots in a 2nd place there.
Headed down towards turn 1. Everybody trying to find a spot. The 31 is Sherlock. He's on the inside. Trying to hang on for 2nd here.
Looks like he'll keep that, but he's got someone down the inside right there.
Yeah, Brooks 3. Out into the lead. Oh, one car is off.
Way off.
Right here in the NASCAR. Is that Bowling? Is that Jett Bowling?
It looks like Jett Bowling, and it looks like he collided with their championship leader, Bruno Ribeiro.
Yeah, it is Jett Bowling. Sherlock is up to 3rd. There goes the 55 of Ambiado. Ribeiro sitting in second. And I got to believe where Jett is sitting at that would bring out a full course caution.
Yep, that just brought out the yellows right there.
And everybody's slowing down right away. Bowling, who had a win earlier this year, finds himself up along the tires here today at VIR. There's plenty of width around this racetrack, but boy, when you get side by side here, it just feels like it gets extremely narrow really fast.
Yeah, some parts of this track are pretty wide, like the front straight, the back straight, but a lot of other places on the track are pretty narrow.
Yeah.
Especially coming around turn 1, NASCAR bend, that whole area is really, really narrow.
Yeah, and you get another guy alongside you, just cuts it in half, right?
Oh, yeah. Earlier today, I went 3 wide in turn 1, and that was a little tight.
Where were you in the 3?
In the middle.
Oh, of course, right?
Yep.
Right where you don't want to be. Here's a look at it. Let's see. Bowling is running on the inside of that third group there. In the blue car. Is that Brady Golan that he's going to make contact with here? Well, they never made contact. He just didn't make the corner. Looks like he got a little too wide out there.
Yeah, if you get a little wide there, it kind of sucks you off.
Yeah, apparently. What a shame.
Ralph, I'm not sure if we ever went yellow.
We are back to green.
It's like Titus Sherlock dropped down another spot.
Well, definitely never saw the safety car.
Yeah, no safety car. I think maybe just a local yellow.
No, Jett Bowling crashed pretty close to that orange marked track exit, so they may have been able to clear it before the field came back around. That's remarkable.
Yeah. Well, might have another incident here. Yikes, the 46 of Roberts. That's the second car today we've seen come back across traffic like that.
Yeah, that happened in the JFC race right in front of me. Took out one car in front of me, and I was able to avoid it to the left.
You just missed him, too.
Yep.
It's got to be a frightening thing for both the driver and the drivers coming after him.
For sure.
So back at the front, it looks like Christian Brooks had no problem at all with that standing start. He got a great launch, and he's been in the lead ever since.
He's had no issues whatsoever, has he? Christian Brooks. There's Bowling's car coming by us here on pit road. Making his Formula Regional America's debut right here with us today at Virginia International Raceway. 3.27 miles around. Opened up back in 1957. 18 turns if you count the one on the front straightaway.
So Titus Sherlock has been shuffled back from second. He's down to fourth now, and he's looking at Bruno Ribeiro in second right now and hoping that he can steal that position back.
Yeah, Titus is all the way back behind Brady Golan. There's your race leader.
Yeah, the race leader is about 6, maybe 7 car lengths ahead of position 2. And Titus is right on the tail of him.
And Brooks out of Santa Clarita, California, and Golan out of Austin, Texas, both part of that Toney driver development program.
It's a huge gap between second and third at this point.
Yeah, it really is.
It looks like Titus might be able to get a shot at, at Brady Golan here. Not quite close enough.
And then it's Lawley in the 88 and Ambiado back behind that before we get to Wolfe, Lim, Janzen, and Roberts in 10th. puff of smoke out of Ribeiro's car. Saw a little bit more as he was not quite to the braking zone at turn 1. There it is, even more. Guys, he could have a major mechanical here.
Yeah, it looks like a blown motor to me.
This could be huge for the championship.
Oh, it would be disastrous for Ribeiro. And I sure hope he's not dropping anything behind it because he's continuing on.
Well, look at how far back he's dropped behind Christian Brooks already.
Yeah. That looked like dirt there that he popped up. But you saw it as well as I did, Habir. There was some serious smoke there.
Oh, yeah, it looked like piston rings gone for sure. Yeah, that huge gap between second and third
is going away, isn't it?
Yeah, that dropped down real quick.
Yeah, Golan's on him in a hurry. Here they are. Yeah, look at that.
Yeah, look at that smoke.
He's fumigating the whole area. There he goes. Now he pulls over. I hope he's not dropping anything out from behind that car.
Oh, it looked like a car tried to steal a draft off of him for a second.
A little bit, didn't he? Yeah.
Yep.
That would have been Wolfe, I believe.
Hopefully he can make it back to pit lane without dropping any oil.
That's Lawley, the 88.
Back in the Spec MX-5 race a couple of years ago, 1 or 2 years ago, someone blew a motor going into the roller coaster there, and the entire field went off.
Oh. Good day for the Miata parts guys, right?
Oh, yeah.
Tough day for the racers. Well, that is definitely going to shake things up in this championship again in the points. As we set the table for you once again. Coming into the weekend, Ribeiro was at the top, but not by much. And then Ambiado and Sherlock right there. So Sherlock running in third, Ambiado in fifth, and Ribeiro out of it. It's really going to get tight going into tomorrow's race. And is that Ribeiro there? Didn't make it all the way back around, right?
Yep, not quite. That looks like it's going to bring out the safety car for sure.
There's that full course caution.
The safety car is the last thing Christian Brooks would want here, and honestly, Brady Golan as well.
Yeah.
You know, Titus, that's going to help bring him back up.
Yeah, he needs to get Titus. If he gets real aggressive here right now, could really take a big chunk out of the points.
This would be the time to do it.
Yep.
Yeah, it would.
When all the cars are all bunched up.
Yep. Certainly want to get at least one spot here.
And points can be skewed so far by DNFs or just things outside of a driver's control, but even if you can finish one spot ahead of another driver, gain 6 or 7 points on them in the championship, it can really count by the end of the season.
Golan came into this one 78.5 points out of third, and he's sitting in second right now. So Brady with a shot at maybe getting himself a little bit closer in the fight for third too in the championship, which isn't $100,000 to finish in third, but still significant. Well, while these guys make their way back around looking for the Janetta safety car, we'll take a quick break and we'll be right back to VIR.
How good is this? Look at this view from Losowski.
It brings all my fans, it brings the audience into the car with me.
Speed turn, 140 mile an hour entry speeds.
The quickest and most efficient way for me to get information to my drivers is from using the VBox HD2 system.
Nicolas said.
One of the ways you overtake here at Sebring is really good in the braking zone, like this one right here.
Both go around. There's the green. We are back and at it. Watch this. Oh, look out. Miller, look out.
And we are back here at Virginia International Raceway, back behind the Janetta safety car. That is your race leader there, Connor Roberts, who has led every lap here. But Drew, you were looking at the car sitting in second place in the championship. We were talking about.
Yeah, that's Nico
Ambiado, right?
Yeah, he started in ninth, and it looked like he had. After the first couple laps, there was a pretty sizable gap between the front two groups that were running and him. So this safety car could be big for him as well. I'm not sure what kind of pace he has and if he can challenge for even a podium.
Well, you know a lot now, Drew, about being in the thick of one of these points championships and how they can fluctuate up and down. How have you been handling it personally?
That's right. I mean, we've had a very dramatic season, but I think it's important to always kind of take the same thing away from each weekend, regardless of whether we do super well or we have car problems or whatever happens. I think when you step back and look at the season as a whole, it's a net improvement over time. So I'm happy with that for sure.
Looks like the pace car is going to be, safety car is going to be going around again. And obviously everybody's trying to draw the attention of either the next level of the ladder up or way up. How do you find that process to be?
It's a struggle for sure. There's always more publicity that you can do. And the biggest thing is trying to find sponsors. So trying to advertise what you can offer sponsors and what they can offer you in return.
And what have you guys been doing to accomplish that goal?
So actually recently I just partnered with the digital marketing company called Trend North. They're sponsoring my race car for this weekend and for the next weekend at Barber as well. And I'm super excited about it because it means we're able to create kind of higher value content and really kind of get our message out to more people.
Yeah, and for me, I mostly try to promote on social media. I've been trying to grow my Instagram over the past year or so. So right now I'm at around 4K followers on Instagram. And that's one of the best ways that you can advertise to sponsors too, is if you have a large following on social media, you have more visibility that you can offer them.
All right, so Javier, give us your Instagram handle. You gave us the pitch, now give us the handle.
It's at HarbierD23 on Instagram.
All right. I think I follow you. I got to make sure. I don't follow Drew, don't I? So you guys race tomorrow afternoon. You ran mid-morning today. Any differences you think in this racetrack in the afternoon when the sun's been on it a little bit?
Might get greasy for sure.
Yeah.
Depends on what the temperature is, but it looks like it's going to be around the same. But again, more daylight means more time for the track to heat up.
Yeah.
It's interesting here because the track is usually fastest in the morning, but we've had kind of wet mornings so far. Like there's been a lot of dew down and in some cases fog as well.
Yeah.
That really, really cools the asphalt down. So this weekend, unlike other weekends, we've seen the track get faster throughout the day. But this is later than we've had any of our sessions. So it'll be interesting to see how the track develops.
You know, another interesting thing I found was the track didn't really get too greasy throughout the race either. Usually we find that as more rubber gets laid down, it gets pretty slick. But honestly, I didn't really find that too much. I found that I more lost grip because my tires got hot than track conditions.
As we are approaching the end of 2025, do you guys know what you're doing in 26 yet?
I do not. I wish I had a good answer for you, but
see what happens if you win this championship, right?
Exactly.
Same here. Wish I had an answer for you, but at the moment I don't. Hopefully FR, maybe not. We'll see.
Looks like these guys are ready to go back to green, and look at this, Golan making a move here.
That's a huge move. He got a massive run on that start.
Can he make it stick? He's up along the outside. Oh boy, just coming back is Brooks.
Can he hold it?
Brooks is going to get him.
And they both got a great launch on the rest of the field, but they're teammates. And now if they're battling, they could fall back into the clutches of the other drivers.
Sure could. Don't forget, they are both part of that Toney driver development program.
Oh, what a move from Ambiado there. He barely fit in that space. Up into fourth.
Well, that battle's holding Titus right up there with him.
Yeah. Titus would very, very much love to get to the front of this deal and steal another victory and a whole bunch of points on Ribeiro.
4 in a row sounds pretty good for him right now.
It sure would.
It'll be interesting to see now if Golan and Brooks will battle each other too hard in the next 10 minutes or so before the final lap.
Yeah.
They might be looking to just build a gap on the rest of the field and then duke it out between themselves.
A little lock up there.
Yeah, it sure was. Yeah, we're closing in on 11 minutes remaining here.
Doesn't look like anyone's going to be close enough to make a move in the turn one.
Not this time, as Brooks stretched it out.
Even with that lockup.
You guys see anywhere where Sherlock has a shot at getting around him?
It looks like the top two cars have a little bit more straight line speed than him, but it looks like in the tighter stuff, it looks like he's getting a little bit better of a run. So I think maybe if he gets a really good run out of roller coaster, he might be able to get something done down in turn one.
Brooks has led every lap here today. Brady led about 300 yards, and that was it.
Oh, someone in the wall there at Oak Tree.
Oh, yeah. Not sure who that is, but we have a camera right there. Oh, it's the 5 of Landon Matriano Lim. Drive out of Shreveport, Louisiana, run for Crosslink, PMCA Partners. There's Ottiello.
That is super unfortunate. Landon's been pulling double duty this weekend.
Yeah,
I hear. He's also running in the Ligier LMP4 car.
Well, he's missing part of his front wing.
Yeah,
but
looks like he got it backed up and is going to roll back to the pits. Hopefully they can get a new wing on that and it won't be a safety car.
Inside of 9 minutes to go here. Looks like everybody's slowed down as the full course caution is out.
So now with Landon out of the wall, do you reckon they'll go green this time by?
I think they're going to do that again, yeah.
I think so.
That should leave about 6 or 7 minutes left.
Yeah, looks like we'll be down right around 7 minutes or so.
And we'll see if anyone can get a good restart and make a move into turn one.
Of course, the series is under the direction of former IndyCar star Scott Goodyear. Does a great job with the series. Your series as well, all the open wheel divisions.
You have no safety car out, so it looks like probably green this time by.
This is interesting that we've had 2 restarts without a safety car leading the field to the restart, so it's been completely on the leader to maintain the pace.
Yeah, it is really interesting. I don't think that's happened to our class once this season.
No, I don't. First I remember seeing it all year.
Which, with a track this long, that's a little bit more possible than other tracks. Yeah. Top 3 are all tucked nose to tail, ready to go green.
Let's see what he does. He switches up his restart procedure this time. And you've got to get past just at the entrance to pit lane there before you can pass anybody in front of you, right? Right there?
Yep, right at the beginning of the pit wall, pretty much.
There was nose-to-tail contact between 2 cars in turn 17.
Here we go, swinging out wide, headed down to turn 1.
Huge defensive move.
Golan on the outside, cuts back inside. Not able to get there yet.
Let's see if he can get him into turn 3.
Brooks hanging on to the lead in the NASCAR bend. Now the left hook. Wind through the snake. Flat out up through the S's.
Those top 2 got a really good start.
Yeah, Brooks left it a lot longer than he did the last time, and it kind of caused a bit of an accordion effect in the field, and he timed that launch perfectly.
Yeah, well, you got to mix it up, right? Can't give him the same thing twice.
Yep.
There's Wolfe there in the 13, the blue car. Back in 7th.
It looks like Barrett Wolfe has his shock cover off. Not sure how that happened.
Lim on pit lane and now rolling back out. Christian Brooks out of Santa Clarita, California, in that first race here with us with Formula Regional Americas. Well, he's going to like this series, isn't he? If it finishes like this, he's inside of 5 minutes here at VIR.
You know, less than 5 minutes remaining and still leading. Led every single lap.
That's a pretty good debut.
Yeah.
Nobody has had an answer for him so far.
Nobody.
No, they really haven't.
This track's almost 4 miles long. But
3.27.
But when you got cars in your mirror trying to battle it out, this track can feel maybe 6-7 miles long sometimes.
Yeah. It can take a while to get around, right?
Again, the top three are kind of running away with it.
Oh, another one off.
Same spot.
Is that Kevin Janzen?
Yeah, sure looks like it. Unhooking the belts.
Looks like he's not going to try to back it out of the wall.
No, and it looks like he's too far nosed in there. And with 3 minutes to go, that's probably the end of this one.
That should do it.
Probably.
And coming into this race, it was Ambiado, Ribeiro, and Sherlock all in the top three in the points there. And Sherlock is going to finish in front of Ambiado and Ribeiro. So this thing is going to turn upside down again heading into tomorrow's race.
Yep,
checkered flag. There it is. What a run for Brooks. Christian Brooks out of Santa Clarita, California. The Toney Driver Development Program comes here to VIR to make his debut in Formula Regional Americas. Leads every lap and takes the win. Even though it finished under yellow, I would say, gentlemen, it was convincing.
Yeah, that was impressive. Led every single lap. Even on the restart there, he almost lost it, but not quite.
Yeah.
It is so hard to hold the lead on a restart at this track because there's such a long run down into turn one, but every time he just did what he needed to do.
Yeah. His mental game was just as good as his physical game, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Brooks, Golan, Sherlock, top three. They're all headed to the podium. Ambiado and Lally will wrap up the top five. Then it's Wolfe, Roberts, Attiello, Janzen, and Lim. That's the way they'll finish throughout the 10, with Ribeiro all the way back in 11th. And Bowling, a winner earlier this year, was looking to maybe move up in the points. He will finish dead last.
And that was impressive from Ambiado, too, starting from P9.
Yeah. Yep. Well, Sherlock didn't win, but he finished in front of everybody he had to, and sometimes that's as good as a win, right?
Yeah,
if
for
you're
sure.
looking big picture. Well, Habir, Drew, thanks for coming by. I know you guys need to get ready for tomorrow. No wild nights in Danville tonight, okay?
No wild nights.
Focus on the racing tomorrow, and we'll see you back out here then.
Thank you. It was great.
Thank you very much, Ralph.
All right, guys. Have a great night.
You too.
You too.
Okay. These guys are going to be making their way to the podium here. Oh, and there's the ejection. Kevin Janzen. Yep. And crawling out. There's bowling going off right at the start of this one into the tires. Brooks was just gone. Then Ribeiro, that one lets go. His day was over. Field chased Brooks all afternoon long, but it really ultimately had nothing for him. Even with the restarts, he would quickly get back into the lead and extend it back out. And finishing under yellow with Christian Brooks taking the win and now making his way over to the podium. Here he is, crawling out of the car. He definitely was number one here today, leading every lap, showing the way all the way to the podium. Over to shake hands with his teammate there, Brady Golan. And we will head down to Ben. Take it away, Ben.
Very nice. I'll let you take all this stuff off. I know you ran F4 with us a few years ago, then went on to Indy next, and then came back and ran this. Did you have fun out there, and what was it like?
It was a ton of fun. Just the restarts were killing me. I had a comfortable lead there at the beginning. It just seemed to keep going caution, which sucked. But, you know, it was pretty insane, the pace from the Toney driver development cars today, 1-2. I think the first 1-2 for Nathan and his team, and I'm just very thankful they brought me out here, and I'm having a ton of fun.
Nice. I love it. Well, nice job. Congratulations. Welcome to come out. We're going to send it over to John Phippen for the podium celebration, and I'm not sure what we're going to have to do here. So first, let's take a break, and then we're going to come back for the victory circle. How about that? This isn't working, and I have a...
Rev up and get ready for race day with Mission Foods. The world's best racers and tastiest products come together to make every race delicious. Fully loaded tacos, fast wraps, piled high nachos. Whatever you crave, Mission will help you be race ready with easy-to-make recipes that will take your race day to the finish line. Keep your racing delicious and enjoy all the mouth-watering action. Brought to you by Mission Foods. Too fast, too tasty.
Okay, so pretend this is your race car. It's on the trailer, and you have an accident. Ouch! At least your truck's insurance will pay for another one? Yeah, not so fast. Standard insurance won't replace your race car, whether it's in the trailer, in the paddock, in the garage, or the repair shop. But at Hagerty, we can protect it for what it's really worth anytime it's off the track. No matter what or where you race, offer less than a set of race tires. Hagerty, let's drive together.
What does it mean to be built with Summit? It means you're hitting the autocross, drag strip, road course, trail, dirt, or open road with confidence. Because built with Summit means you're using parts from the top names in performance. Priced to make your project affordable. And it's all backed by trusted tech expertise and blazing fast shipping. Summit Racing Equipment. Let's build it together. SummitRacing.com.
Thanks, Ralph. Let's bring up our podium finishers, starting with third place, Titus Sherlock, ladies and gentlemen. Titus, come on up. We have to get the right hat for you while we're doing that. Anyway, an eventful race, but it certainly came into your favor on the points battle, my friend.
Yeah, that's a positive side. Just kind of struggled with the car that race. But yeah, overall good points day, so can't be too upset.
Anybody to thank?
Yeah, all the Crosslink boys, they've done a great job. The car's been super reliable, and I can't thank them enough for that. My family, my uncle, everyone watching at home, thank you.
Congratulations. Let's get the Ligier hat on Titus Sherlock, our third place finisher, as we'll bring him up onto the podium and allow Gavin Baker to take a few photographs. Let's bring up our second place finisher from Toney Driver Development. It's Brady Golan. Brady. Brady, your second podium to go along with a win earlier this season. You had a pretty good battle with your teammate there.
Yeah, there's always something about battling a teammate. Like, it's fun, but it's a bit worrying.
Yeah, that's the first rule. Never take out your teammate, right?
Yes, sir.
Anybody you'd like to thank?
My beautiful mechanic, Tyler. Yeah, what a great guy.
That's it. All right, well done. Brady Golan, ladies and gentlemen, second place finisher. 2 podiums to go along with a win earlier this season. And now let's bring up our winner, first-time driver in this car, although he's raced with us back in the day in the F4 Championship. But from the pole, never-headed Christian Brooks, ladies and gentlemen. Dude, you took to this car pretty well.
Yeah, no, I think it's pretty similar to the NXT car that I drove previously. And, you know, these guys did a really good job of getting me up to speed. And they show a lot of confidence in me, which I think gives me some confidence in myself. So huge thanks to Nathan, Toney, all the TDD boys. They did an amazing job, and it just feels good to be back.
And how about this guy giving you some trouble on the restarts, man?
Yeah, Brady was doing an insane job on every restart. And, you know, there's a zone for the restart. So you can't go early as I would like to. And honestly, he timed all of them perfectly. So, you know, I'm glad it came out this way, but he gave me a good fight.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Christian Brooks atop the podium for the first time on his first start with the car. So we got Toney Driver Development 1 and 2. Ligier hats on all 3 of our drivers as we are acknowledging Ligier, Mo Murray, and the entire Ligier crew here this weekend. Thank them for producing these beautiful cars. We understand the second generation Formula Regional car is on the drawing boards. So we look forward to seeing that before too much longer. Now let's go to Hankook. Danny Von Dongen is here this weekend as well, the president of Hankook North America. Thanks to Danny for all the great work he and his crew does to keep these cars shod in these Hankook slicks. And rain tires if we need them, but we won't need them this weekend. And one more round of hats for Mountoon, the power plant provider for us. Mountoon keeps these Honda-based K20 engines breathing for all of our competitors in this series, as well as the Ligier Junior Formula Championship. And we thank Mountoon for all the hard work they do to keep these cars healthy. All right, the last round of photographs being taken. Now it's time for a little celebration. Let's hear it for Titus Sherlock from Crosslink Motorsports, Brady Golan from Toney Driver Development, and a first-time winner, Christian Brooks for Toney Driver Development. Ralph, we'll send it back to you.